there's a ship right there on the horizon right in front of me. And I thought, this is it.
I'm here!
After 15 days lost at sea, Steve has finally drifted into the shipping lanes.
Come here! Yeah! Come here!
And it's perfect conditions, you know, it's fairly calm out, completely black night, perfect for flares.
Help! Help!
It looks like the ship's coming for me. It keeps steaming towards me and steaming towards me, and I was convinced that it had seen me. And it was close enough I could smell the diesel in the air.
To Steve's utter elation, rescue has come at last.
Cheers!
And then just goes right by me. And they're rocking in its wake after it went by. I was most disappointed in myself because I knew that that was probably going to be the case with the ship. It's really, really hard to see something at sea, even if you know it's there and you're looking for it. So if you're not looking for it, it's really hard to be seen.
Steve is once again left alone in the ocean. But at least now, he has the real hope of being spotted by passing ships.
All the way around the clock, I would just give a really careful look all the way around the horizon. Every morning was a bit of hope, and then every afternoon was like the depths of fatigue and despair.
Over the next 10 days, Steve spots only a handful of ships. They all sail by.
I've seen ships, I've signaled them, nobody stops and picks me up.
Steve slowly begins to realize that the shipping lanes are just as empty as the rest of the ocean.
Having that whole fantasy blown to hell, basically, was definitively the hugest down.
After a month at sea, Steve has drifted right through the shipping lanes, unnoticed. And back home, nobody even knows he's missing.
So pulled with emotions. That was the first time I cried. And it was like, this is the state of my life. What are you doing out here? My life just seemed completely and utterly as open and empty as the ocean.
The helicopter sort of came towards the mast.
Sweetheart! Sweetheart! There's a helicopter! Over here! Help! Hello!
A search helicopter flies by almost directly overhead.
Over here!
But in the vast expanse of the desert, they're just too tiny to be spotted.
I just felt devastated. I was just, felt lousy. Absolutely lousy. Just couldn't believe they didn't see us.
In the hope that the chopper may return, Matthew decides to send up a smoke signal.
I was thinking that why not start a bushfire? Surely that would attract somebody's attention.
In the arid outback, the desert scrub is like a tinderbox.
Well, the fire caught a lot quicker than what I thought it would.
Suddenly, the wind changes direction, and the acrid smoke billows over them.
Get down. Get down.
Wrapped my arm around her and pulled her head in towards my chest because the smoke was so thick, we were choking on it.
The fire dies, but the smoke fumes force them to drink the last of their precious water supply. It's also burnt all of their remaining possessions. They're now left completely exposed to the ravages of the Australian outback.
I couldn't sleep. I had to get us rescued, and that was all I was taught. I got a log burning, and I took that out onto the flat and just started waving it around.
Hello!
Just trying to get attention. Somebody's attention, anybody's attention.
Hello!
From out of nowhere, this bloody set of headlights are heading straight towards us.
Help us! Help!
The car was coming towards us, and then it just veered off.
Over here! Help!
The driver of the vehicle doesn't see him, and their chance of rescue disappears into the night.
The feeling of elation just got shot down in flames. To see those taillights disappearing into the distance was just the worst moment of my life.
With the chance of rescue gone, Matthew is convinced that he and Shannon will not survive the night.
We'd played together, laughed together, cried together, and now we're going to die together.
But they have no idea whether their call for help is being heard. Then, just after midnight,
Mom! Mom! See that?
We looked out off the stern of the boat and we started seeing this light.
See that? Get the flare gun.
The light starts getting bigger and bigger. And we thought, oh, wow, it's a ship, we're gonna get rescued.
And I took the last flare we had and I shot it up in the sky.
And then all of a sudden we realized it's not a ship coming. It's actually the moon that's coming up. And it was such a great disappointment for us because, you know, when you think you're going to be rescued and actually now you're still in the same position you were in, what are we going to do next?
With a broken wrist, damaged spine, and severe concussion, Charlie finally hears a sign that his ordeal could be over.
I heard some helicopters. They were quite distant at first. But then they became louder and louder. So I heard them, couldn't see them. And they became louder and louder. I had a sack on the end of my fishing pole, just in case I did see somebody in the air, I could wave to them.
But from the air, Charlie is a mere speck in a vast mountain range. This could be his only chance. Despite the pain of his damaged back, it's vital he makes himself visible.
I shouted, but it was useless because it's so vast out there.
I'm here! I'm here!
The whole time I just sat outside, hoping to spot them or they would spot me, but I did not see any helicopters.
I'm here!
The sound of rotor blades is tantalizingly close. But hours pass, and Charlie catches no sight of an aerial rescue.
It just felt awful. I was on the face of this one steep mountain. They were on the backside. I know I'm not gonna see anybody, so I was really concerned and scared.
It's a bitter disappointment. Alone and helpless, Charlie can do no more than hope he survives a third freezing night, trapped on the ledge. But the silence on the ledge is broken once more. It's a glimmer of hope.
Oh, we're here!
I heard the helicopters come back. It was so loud, I knew they were so close. I knew they were just up over the ridge. And then I even saw one briefly coming in sight out of the ridge line.
Here! Over here!
And disappeared real quick.
A second attempt to find Charlie has ended in failure. He knows his girlfriend Julie has details of his planned route, but he can't understand why the helicopters aren't searching closer to the path from which he fell.
Things became real quiet. And so Tuesday afternoon, I thought they quit looking for me. I didn't hear a thing.
The helicopters fly on without spotting Charlie. He turns again to writing his journal on the back of his map. But this time, he takes a closer look at the route he was supposed to have taken and makes a shocking discovery.
I finally realized, looking at the geological features out in front of me, I realized that I went over the wrong pass. I was not facing east on Italy Pass. I was facing north, so I was on the wrong pass.
It's a devastating blow. Charlie knows the helicopters are looking for him in a different valley. All hope of rescue is gone.
Realizing that, thinking that they quit looking for me.
Shh. I'm trying to listen. I hear the drone of the helicopter engines. And then I saw these lights coming up the valley.
Please. Where? Over here! Here! What's this? Try and catch the lights.
I was trying to reflect their searchlight.
Here! Here! And we're done here!
The searchlights would flash on the trees between us and the crashed airplane.
Hey! Hey! Over here! Help!
Occasionally, one would flash just straight across where we're staying.
Here! Hey! Here!
We were yelling and shouting like crazy. Yeah, we were waving our arms, yelling and shouting, everything.
Hidden by the trees, Larry and Tommy remain invisible to the helicopter crew above.
I knew we should have found them by now. Why weren't they out running around waving their arms? Because if they're waving their arms, we can see them. You know, why can't we see them? I was certain that we were in the right canyon, but after enough times of not seeing what you're looking for, you begin to wonder.
The helicopter crew decides to search another part of the valley.
Why can't you see us? Because you've just gone over us, right over us, without any indication that you saw us. If you ever watch search patterns, once they decide an area is clear, well, they're not there, then they're gone.
Their only chance of rescue has disappeared into the darkness.
I did not feel good about life right then.
¿Qué es eso? Mira, 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 para allá, barcos. ¡Hay barcos! ¡Hey! ¡Aquí!
You can see people on boats. They didn't hear us. They didn't hear us. They didn't look. They didn't do anything.
They can't see us. Joe, keep paddling.
The men push on, hoping to close the distance to the shore. They make progress for another hour. But from nowhere, they're gripped by a powerful undercurrent.
We're going backwards. What? We're going back. What do you mean?
It's a very strong current. It's a really strong current.
We're far away.
Now we couldn't make any headway.
The tide has turned, and it's pulling them backwards.
Come on, Joe, come on!
We're trying frantically to row faster.
Come on, take it on, come on! Come on! It's not that far. We're not moving.
We are in some deep trouble.
Listen! Guys, listen! Where is it?
A rescue helicopter has been sent to search for the missing plane. But the crew can't pinpoint its location, as the plane's emergency beacon has failed. By pure chance, the helicopter is flying directly over the wreckage.
It was a great feeling. We knew then they were looking for us.
I started thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna make it out of here.
But in the thick rainforest canopy and dense cloud, the wreckage is invisible. The smashed plane and the survivors have been entirely swallowed by the jungle.
They were right above us and they can't see us. That was my lowest point.
They're lost in thousands of square miles of jungle, with no beacon to transmit their location. If they can't be seen from the air, they may never be found at all.
I remember thinking we have absolutely no chance of being seen now. None.